Shit stakes, man. Okay, so E is not there. A is not there. So that means it's probably something like A something R E E. Unknown. Aw, thanks, buddy. Love you. 4:30. What the fuck, dude? Go to bed. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're fine. No problem. Bullseye. How's it going, man? How you doing? Just a reminder, Blackbeard did nothing wrong. Blackbeard killed my goat, Whitebeard. He killed Ace's dad. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Unknown. Go to bed. Go to bed, dude. 4:30. Are you nuts? Don't get me wrong. I appreciate you popping by more than life itself, but like, go to bed, dude. You're okay. It's not. Nothing's that serious. I promise. If you want to give me the, no. Oh, maybe it's R. No, but then the A has to go here because it can't go the other places. Ah, thanks, but 7 months, man, that's crazy. Don't say Whitebeard did not kill himself. He got shot 400 times, stabbed 72 times, hit with a fucking the black hole piece of shit, and then fucking Blackbeard took his dude, I keep wanting to say gum fruit. Fuck. He took his devil fruit. Shut the fuck up, okay? Alright, how's it going, man? How you doing? 7 months, man. Jeez. It's crazy how long some of you guys have been with me now. 7 months? Kami's basically been here since volume 1, maybe 2, Lord of the Mysteries? No, 1. No. 1 for sure. No. He gave me so much music for 1. No, that's a lie. He gave me so much music for... Dude, this motherfucker's been with me for 2,000 chapters at this point. That's nuts, dude. We lost so many along the way. Dr. Z, Romero, Milos, they're all gone. Lost to the fog of history. You'd think they fucking died the way I talk about them, but... What is this fucking word? Agree. I'm an idiot, bro. Holy shit. I'm genuinely an idiot. Damon Blackfire was not a better option. The bastard? The mudblood? I refuse. Ugh. Mudblood is crazy. I know, Bullseye. Love you, buddy. Mudblood is nuts, though. Do you think Blackfire? He had the sword Blackfire? That's where he got his fucking last name from? Shut the fuck up, Bullseye. We're not gonna resolve this, okay? Do you know how long me and Romero have argued over this? I will not have a bastard sit the throne, god damn it. That throne means something. Do not sully it with your impure blood. Peach pie? Pecan pie? Pumpkin pie? Moon pie? Fuck. Love, hot. Honey color, yellow. Pecan, peach. Fuck. Excess, how's it going, man? How you doing? There were so many people we lost along the way. Uth, he's just gone. He never shows up anymore. It's so sad. There was a time Uth never would have missed a stream. No? He doesn't care. It's okay. He's on to bigger and better things, guys. Deuce can shoot fly. Yellow, hot. Does anyone get anything here? Am I dumb as fuck? I'm not getting anything today. Feel alright. One away. Damn it. Damn it. Chess? Shoe fly pie? Someone tell me what the fuck chess pie is. Things related with butts? Okay, I could have gotten this one. This one, okay. Okay, I get this too. Okay, cringe. Cringe. Now one would think this, but you would be a silly bitch. Because this and this are not equal. So you must give a little bit more this way. Not much. Maybe like... Oh, so... A little bit more, like this way. Like... this. I'm sorry. I should have known better. By the way, I finished The Boys today. That was... Okay, I know people have been hating on the ending. And it wasn't great. I want to be clear. But it was decent. I can live with that. That was a decent enough ending that, like, I can like, put the show to bed. Or, like, if I ever wanted to watch the show again, I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't want to watch it because I don't want to watch the ending. It's fine. It's fine. Dramatic, drama, drama acting, acting online, acting fake, faker, actor, online, online reality, okay, online baker, scammer. Scam. I heard it was very underwhelming. I would rate it like probably a 6.5, maybe a 7 out of 10. Like, not great. I want to be clear, okay? But and there was definitely a decent number of things that left unresolved, okay? Soldier Boy, what happened with him? What's gonna happen with him? But, like, the ending was basically, like, we knew the ending from episode 1. Bad guy, go bye-bye. Like, we knew this is not a surprise to anyone. So, it was fine. Now, there were a lot of things in this season altogether that they kind of fucked up. I think Kimiko, they did such a bad job with them. I'm genuinely depressed. Kimiko was like such a good character, and then they finally allow her to talk and she just says like porn terms. Like, what the fuck? What kind of fucking teenage 13-year-old fucking thought that up? What the fuck is that? Dumb. But like, the last episode in particular, I don't have too many. Like, I'm not gonna hate on it. It was what I expected it to do. Oh my god, that's mate. Jesus. No, that's not. Yeah, that is mate. I'm an idiot. Hi, Hope. How's it going? Why do you say since Andu? Did Andu die? What the fuck are you doing? What do you mean? Watch the Women's International Master to try to understand this, but the fuck? Who do you think I am? He's going through exams? Oh, I see. Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that. Oh, wow. So clever. You turned it into a knight to force the check. Wow. That's genuinely impressive. Finishing volume 2 next week. 2 months later. Jesus. Wow, that was a cool puzzle. I appreciate that. So simple, and I didn't even consider it. Man, it was, in a weird way, it kind of worked out that I started streaming when I did, because I just finished school, because I think I started streaming February last year. I technically wasn't even finished school at the time, but I was like in my final semester. It was like as perfect a timing as you could get realistically. And then I started streaming. That's so funny. Because otherwise I would have to deal with the same bullshit. I just don't anymore. I'm graduated, bro. In time, I'll probably have to go back for like my master's, but that's a separate issue. We'll deal with that. Who the fuck knows if I'll even still be streaming in 3 years? all the shit by school. You mean college, right? Or did you repeat? Yeah, I mean like university. Hope. No, I did not repeat the 12th grade 6 times. Only 3. I'll have you know. Here? No, here. The fuck? Oh, it's over. It's so goes over. The fuck? I go here, he goes here, I take protected by this. Join room when you read. Oh, thanks, Kami. Okay. Oh, silly bitch. So obvious. Alright, let's just do puzzles and we can go. Just a short stream today, 4 chapters, so we'll probably be done in like 45 minutes or something. I'm going over to a friend's house in like in a little over an hour's time anyway, so it kind of works out. I was thinking I might have to cancel stream, and then I realized I was like, oh no, it's only 4 chapters, it should be fine. Imaginary friends don't count. Yes, my imaginary friend is getting married to my, or it has just gotten engaged to my other imaginary friend. Yes. I brought very imaginary, very not imaginary flowers for them. I want them to live a very imaginary life together, and very imaginary life together. That doesn't make any sense, idiot. Do you go here? Where did I go here? Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay. Doing a whole ass with a romance manga. You're such a bitch, Hope. Oh my god. Fuck! You made me lose that. I'm blaming that on Hope for sure. Did you get a haircut? Look at my hair unhinged. This shit hasn't been cut in months. I don't know if I've had a cut this year. Nice cut, G. Yeah, I don't think I've cut my hair this year. Maybe if you got rid of that yee-ass haircut unhinged, maybe you could get some bitches on your dick. Or better yet, Tanisha could call your ass. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. She's a square root of -1. Completely imaginary. Yes, I get it. Very cool. You just take it? Yeah, fuck it. You're cringe. Grown-ass man can't afford a haircut. I'm sorry, not all of us are getting paid by the fucking government dime. Unhinged. Not all of us live on government bailout money. Not all of us will work for the fucking bailout money from the fucking largest military on the planet that's $36 trillion in debt. Talking about paying for a haircut. I'm sorry. You didn't buy a membership last I checked, bitch. Oh, you get $300 a month from the government? Where's my cut as your streamer? I get a little, you know, just like a little off the top. Where's my piece, bitch? What, cut too close to home, unhinged? $10 a day. Oh, it's only $10 a day? Unhinged, did you know one tier 5 membership is only 16.7 cents a day? Only. Really? Think about it. Even out of your $10, that's what? 1.6%? 1.6%. It's nothing. Send me the current song and join the room instead of yapping. I'm sorry. It's another LEMMiNO song. I'll send it to you. Wow, look at that. You see, I may not be great at any one thing. Say what you want, but I'm a jack of all trades. The fucking music guy's coming to me like, damn, that's good music. G, what do you use? Do I? Yeah. Kind of impressive, I'll say it. Oh, now we're back to jokes, eh? Okay, I make you uncomfortable. Listen, saying the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. Don't say Jack. Don't say Jack. Okay. All right, let's get started, boys. Me too, Unhinged. Me too. We have fun. We have fun, you and I. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even if this whole streaming thing or YouTube thing never works out, I'm glad I got to meet a lot of you guys. Okay, you guys are pretty chill people. So there's a pretty cool community we have. I appreciate you guys. I can't say the same. Oh, your mother would. Your mother would, though. It's okay. In just over 10 seconds, the two Beyonders, locked in combat, sensed an observer and instinctively distanced themselves, fixing their gaze on Lumion. They casually leaned against the alley wall. Casually leaning against the alley wall, Lumion chuckled. Go on, keep fighting. Don't mind me. 6 people watching, man. I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out either. Hope 6 people. Fucking easy right now could start up a fucking Shadow Slave stream. 0 warning. It'll be 40 people in like half an hour. Here I am, slugging away at COI. It's genuinely just cringe shit. Unhinged. I'm literally just trying to get COI done because I promised Uth I would do this. It's literally. I had like such good momentum going with the fucking channel before, but COI is genuinely just slimed this shit out. Oh my god. In just over 10 seconds, with a heavy dagger in hand, the young native, his left palm slightly open, eyed the black-haired, green-eyed, handsome, golden straw hat donning Lumion. Who is this man? What is he up to? The short-haired man, armed with two odd-shaped scalpels, was equally vigilant. He too eyed Lumion with a vigilant young native. Suddenly, he crouched down, arms hanging loose, and black sulphurous smoke enveloped him. Lumion smiled and wavered. Unfazed, the native extended his open left hand, releasing a shadow. This black cloud merged with the smoke, swiftly clearing the alley. The crimson moon once again illuminated the scene. And do a 48-hour stream and get through half of it? Unhinged. I have vacation coming up in June. I'm genuinely just gonna fucking run through this bitch so fucking quickly. I'm like, the worst part is I'm genuinely even enjoying the story now. The story's actually fun. But it's like just knowing like, okay, like there's no like benefit to doing this on stream. I could just be reading this personally and just get it done in like a tenth of the time. However, the short-haired man with dark green eyes and an emotionless expression had vanished, ran off. The young native was shocked, angry, and vexed. As he sought clues, he turned his head to where Lumion had been. No one stood there. When did he leave? I didn't sense it at all. The man pondered in bewilderment. Relying on his spell-like abilities, Bram swiftly escaped the alley, stowing away the scalpels, navigating the dark, unlit paths. In the process, he pried open a shoemaker's shop on the street, donning a pair of ill-fitting leather shoes and discreetly handling any signs of intrusion. Okay, Hope, I need at least 9 at a time, okay? 6? What is that? What is that gonna do for me? Bram opened his room and entered, closing the door behind him, breathing a sigh of relief. Then he withdrew a transparent glass bottle from the grayish-white cloth bag hanging from his waist. The bottle held a nearly colorless liquid, tinged with red. Suspended within a blood-colored, well-defined mouth hung open, frozen in fear and pain. As if admiring a masterpiece, Bram stared at the empty glass bottle, glass bottle. After a moment, he averted his gaze, moving to the side of the room and opening a cupboard. Within the cupboard, 7 or 8 similar glass bottles awaited, each containing a unique lip, the hues varying. Bram positioned his newly acquired spoils in an empty spot. He then used sticky blood-colored paint to draw an ominous symbol. With the task completed, his fingers gently explored different lips through the glass bottles as if assessing each other. How twisted. A mocking sigh resonated in Bram's ears. Startled, he turned around, focusing on the voice. A golden straw hat donning young man with black hair sat at an armchair by the table. Him? Bram recognized the man in an instant. The man who had seen him witness the clash with the numinous Episcopate member. When did he tell me? How did he pinpoint me? Hasn't anyone informed you that the preservative in those glass bottles is quite noticeable? Moreover, you reek of blood after killing someone. Hey Max, how's it going, man? Are you a hunter? Bram asked. You seem to know quite a bit. So, why collect those lips, preserve them, and carry them? That doesn't sound like the work of a seasoned serial killer. I get it. You have the urge and necessity to gather trophies. Is it for your own satisfaction or part of a ritual? Desire can be rather destructive. Even the most cold-blooded are prone to errors, despite their calculated demeanor, often wagering they won't be caught if they overlook the detail. Observing the twisted murderer summon black smoke, Lumion deduced he was a Sequence 7 serial killer. In the Devilology book of the New City of Silver, it was noted that upon reaching Sequence 8 cold-blooded, also known as Unwinged Angel, individuals underwent inhuman changes, acquiring 2 or 3 devil-like abilities, varying from person to person. Some wielding poisonous flames, others inflicting damage curses. The creation of black smoke was one such ability. Combining with the target's actions in battle, Lumion concluded he was a Sequence 7. I know, a Sequence 8 being named Unwinged Angel is crazy. Maintaining his cool, Lumion advanced. Did you come here to converse? What is it you seek from me? As soon as he finished speaking, dense smoke billowed out from the serial killer, carrying a pungent sulfuric aura. His body morphed, adopting the color of a chameleon, blending in with the spreading smoke. Swiftly, he approached the door, twisted it open, and lunged. Bram's vision distorted, and amidst the smoke he saw the man grinning. He found himself at the back of the room. Bottle of fiction, got him. Upon infiltrating the room, LEMMiNO's initial action wasn't a pose but the creation of a bottle of fiction. Unfazed by the sudden wave of disappointment and frustration, Bram darted to the side within the obscurity of the smoke, rolling to the bedside and retrieving a machine gun. Amidst the rapid gunfire, LEMMiNO disappeared from the armchair, the furniture torn apart. Gone. As this realization hit Bram, he glanced upwards and witnessed the man descending from the ceiling. Surrounding him were numerous crimson ravens. The ravens assailed Bram before LEMMiNO's arrival. Caught within the encirclement, Bram reluctantly abandoned the machine gun, attempting to evade the explosions, seeking refuge under the bed. Bro. Maybe Cuttlefish did this on purpose, maybe it was just unintentional, but a Sequence 7 serial killer hiding under the bed of LEMMiNO is so fucking funny to think about. As a serial killer is shivering in his boots, hiding under his own bed, waiting for LEMMiNO to go away. However, the ravens dissipated on their own. LEMMiNO landed before him, adorned with a grayish white lightning brooch. He smiled. Didn't you ask me what I wanted? What I want is rather simple. I've invented for a while, and I'm in need for a humanoid sandbag. As he finished speaking, LEMMiNO swung his fist at the retreating Bram. Bram raised his right arm to block instinctively. With a bang, a silver-white lightning bolt surged from LEMMiNO's fist into Bram's arm. Bram shuddered. Despite his inhuman transformation, paralysis gripped him for a moment. LEMMiNO's other fist followed suit. The serial killer's head tilted, and with a spray of teeth accompanied by blood scattering. Once more, the lightning enveloped Bram. LEMMiNO unleashed a barrage of punches, turning the encounter into a tempest, making Bram feel like he was caught in a thunderstorm. The electric shocks made any form of retaliation nearly impossible. LEMMiNO's expression remained icy as he relentlessly struck Bram. The criminal pathway was beyond hers. Chest caved, ribs cracked, and face swelled. Charred marks covered his upper body. After the relentless beating, LEMMiNO clenched his fist and raised his arm and crashed into Bram's left shoulder. Bram's left shoulder crumpled. That's it? It's fine. I can get my servant to treat you before continuing, LEMMiNO remarked, wearing a devilish grin. Without awaiting his response, LEMMiNO removed the fury of the sea brooch, stowing it back in his traveler bag. Tell me, what family are you from? After a momentary silence, Bram weakly replied, I am from the Andrael family. Damn, that's one of the that's one of the 4 devil families, right? Jesus fuck, how long is this chapter name? Motherfucker. A few months ago, my hyper-focus, but now ADHD has lost all focus and I'm super focused on Elden Ring. Nah, you're good, buddy, you're good. There's only 3, Andrael, Beria, and Noise? Oh, I thought there was like 4. That's so weird. Nah, it's nothing to be sorry about on Hinge. Elden Ring's awesome, buddy. I've spent so much time on it. I think you actually asked me how many hours I have on thing, right? I don't think I answered you. Holy shit, Godzilla? I'm at 400. Holy piss. Okay, I'm at 262. But this, I originally played my first playthrough on PlayStation, which obviously doesn't add on my Steam account. I think my first playthrough was something like 80 hours. So this probably goes for like 340 or something. Let's call it like 330 maybe. Holy shit, dude. Godzilla, long time no see, man. How you doing? Andriel, one of the three devil families. Lumen recognized the name. What brings you to Port Pylos? If it weren't for the lineage running through the devil family for generations, with descendants naturally inclined to their criminal pathway, and the other option of the prisoner pathway seemingly trouble-free, Bram Andriel couldn't shake the suspicion that the man before him carried the name Nois or Beria. Why did he exude more of a devil vibe than Bram himself? Okay, just because you're a bitch doesn't make him a devil, okay? Struggling, he lifted his right hand, wiping his face. Firstly, it is to gather information about Matani for the family. Secondly, to find an opportunity to act as a serial killer. Do you know what acting is? Your acting is subpar at best. You don't seem to be a criminal with a high IQ. Why would the Andriel family gather information about Matani? We're cooperating with the Rose School of Thought. They want information on this place. The Rose School of Thought? That's right. Matani, seemingly detached from any northern continent faction, holds ties to the Phaenopota kingdom, but their influence is lacking. With Admiral Corelli's sway, even if the Rose School of Thought and the Andriel family dispatch only a handful of agents, resisting may prove challenging. Whether in Trier, the Phaenopota kingdom, or the maritime colonies, Lumen encountered criminal acts and mystical disasters. Encroachments on factions or cities were rare, but West Balam presented a different scenario. If maritime or disorder resulted from chaos, the southern continent teemed with factional conflicts, overt and covert. What intel does the Rose School of Thought seek? They want all kinds of information: cathedral locations, military camps, patrol team compositions, port throughput, daily prices, locals' lives. Are they preparing to rule this place in the future, Lumion thought? To whom will you hand over the information you've gathered? Where? It will be written and placed in the study of an empty house in 17 Alig Street. My uncle, Devaho Andriel, will be responsible for retrieving it. We don't usually contact each other, and I don't know where he lives. After becoming a devil, his special ability is to completely skin humans and perform complicated processes to create Beyonder items with usages or time limitations. No matter who it is, as long as he wears the human skin as clothes, he can transform into the other person and complete the corresponding disguise. This was mentioned in Devilology, Lumia nodded. Are there any traces of other devils in Matani? Bram shook his head. Not recently. However, during my investigation, I stumbled upon a string of serial murders around Port Pylos 4 years back. The victims lay dissected, the scene steeped in blood and marked by the aftermath of a fierce battle. Moreover, the 7 casualties were no ordinary individuals either. They were Beyonders, ranging from sequence 7 to 8. Lumion felt a tinge of intrigue. As per Franca's explanation, the name Hisoka stemmed from a literary work hailing from the original world of the original world of the Transmigrators. One of the character's defining traits was an insatiable appetite for combat and the thrill of extinguishing formidable adversaries, reveling in the ecstasy of carnage. I don't know if reveling in the carnage is true. Hisoka just wanted. Hisoka was just on site. So, yeah, if the target was sufficiently potent, he'd patiently await their growth, perhaps even offering a nudge. Hisoka may have adopted this moniker as his codename, driven by an unmistakable urge for self-expression. Hisoka is a Beyonder of the Devil pathway. Moreover, his targets are Beyonders while he was at a serial killer stage. Unlike other serial killers, he doesn't prey on the weak. If he had been a serial killer 4 years ago, he would likely be a sequence 6 by now. Strong chance even a sequence 5. Yes, he's concealed his identity very effectively. No one in the Research Society knows his pathway. Lumion eagerly pondered the probability that Hisoka was a devil or even a desire apostle. This seems like the work of a serial killer. Moreover, he seems exceedingly confident in his abilities, daring to target other Beyonders. But I have noticed some discrepancies, Bram said. What discrepancies? Lumion said. Serial killers' victims often exhibit degraded behaviors. For instance, those I've selected typically share a common trait. They enjoy inflicting verbal harm and curses upon others. Thus, I'd remove their lips and preserve them. But the 7 slain by the Beyonder had varying identities, backgrounds, and behaviors. Perhaps he's merely a Beyonder with a fascination for serial killing, not necessarily acting. Were you subjected to constant verbal violence as a child? Lumion mused. Bram fell silent. Only then did Lumion steer the conversation back. Do you have detailed information about the 7 Beyonders who were killed? Did you identify any suspects during the investigation? Bram shook his head. I only read the summary provided by the patrol team, not the entire investigation file. Most of the patrol team members were seasoned Beyonders who had encountered mutants and devils before. Their judgment should be fairly reliable. Is there any other information you deem crucial to share with me? If not, let's proceed. Yes, of course. Bram straightened his back. In the next moment, he spat out foul words in a language Lumion had never heard. The devil language. As the words reverberated, the bloodstains, and bloody handprints that Bram had left on the ground enveloped in a faint light. A mystical connection seemed to form between them, linking them based on their locations, casting a sinister pattern. In the room's faraway cupboard, a glass bottle filled with lips and colorless liquid trembled. This marked the initiation ritual to summon the projection of an abyssal devil. Yeah, he's about to go through it again. Serial killers executed serial murders not solely for the thrill, but also to appease the abyssal devil. Once the killing spree concluded, serial killers could proceed to the final step of the ritual, summoning the projection of the corresponding abyssal devil. Though Bram's string of murders weren't finished and fell short by a few, he had met the minimum threshold. Understandably, this shortcut wouldn't yield the same effectiveness as the standard procedure, yet in the face of urgency, Bram paid little heed to this. He cooperated, divulging information to divert the enemy's focus. For instance, allowing blood to drip onto the ground in a specific pattern, and pressing his bloodstained palm in a particular location. These marks replaced conspicuous evils and degenerated symbols with subtler, more bloodstained alternatives. With the preparations complete, Bram could utilize the devil language's trigger to activate the ritual. Lumion observed Bram's handiwork, feeling the room steeped in malevolence. He raised his right hands and snapped his fingers. Bram observed him while anticipating the ritual's projection, suddenly hearing a rumbling. In confusion, he lowered his head and scrutinized his body. No worries, Hope. Again, it's a short stream anyway. We're gonna read like 3 more chapters. Thanks, buddy. Darkness gripped Bram's consciousness, accompanied by searing pain. The last sight before losing consciousness was a man, sporting a golden straw hat, smiling. The ritual concluded preemptively, and an explosion originated from Bram's body, tearing him apart. Fire infusion and delayed explosion. God damn! As Lumion adorned the fury of the sea broach and ruthlessly assailed him, he not only released pent-up emotions, but also covertly infused flames into Bram's body. This precaution aimed to avert any mishaps. Moreover, there was no intention of granting forgiveness or negotiating. Thus, there existed no barrier to implanting a controlled time bomb within Bram's body. The corpse fragments scattered about the room, some plastering the walls, yet this event remained contained within the confines of the bottle of fiction. God damn! Bro, he just made an enemy of the Andriel family and by extension the Rose School of Thought. But fuck the Rose School of Thought. Bro, their leader is a bum, okay? I hold no respect for them. Abomination Sua? Yeah, you are an abomination of an angel, bro. Oh my god. Cringe, motherfucker, bro. My father bore the last name Handriel, cut down by a curse unleashed by a devil projection during a ritual gone awry. Inheriting his mantle, I became a Beyonder. My mother remains a mystery, perhaps just another name etched into my father's ledger of victims. The half a Sua fan won't be happy about this. So they fail at everything they do. The one thing Will Ossipton and Ouroboros came together. Like, one day Will cursed Sua because he was like, God, that guy's a bitch. And then Ouroboros one day ran across Sua, witnessed Will's aura on him, and said, damn, I hate that guy. But he kinda right though, hold on. I will put aside my hatred for but a moment and curse this motherfucker too. Upon the murky surface of the mirror, Bram's Andriel blood recounted his origins. Franca, invited by Lumion, faced a full-body mirror, employing her unique magic to channel his spirit. Regrettably, Bram lingered on the fringes of the secret organization and his family. His insights were scant. Moreover, to divert Lumion scrutiny, he divulged truths without deceit. With spirit channeling, Franca posed a final query. Who leads the family now? He's dead. He became a sacrifice. The demoness concluded the ritual. The Andriel family state is dire. Even the patriarch can be offered as a sacrifice. Are they fully controlled by the Rose School of Thought? In the light of the Temperance faction alignment and the Church of the Fool within the Rose School of Thought, Franca glossed over distinctions between factions. After all, the Rose School of Thought likely teamed with adherents. The situation in the Abyss isn't quite right, Lumion responded. Whether Nabor Disley was a pseudonym of the Devil Monarch or not, the plight of the blood-colored demon deep within Hanth Island mirrored the Abyss's troubles to an extent. We are accustomed to damning others to hell in the Abyss, Lumion scoffed. We believe it to be the worst place. Who knew the Abyss itself could decay, falling into its own abyss? Abyss squared. A hellish jest indeed, Franca replied. If Hisoka truly is of the Devil pathway, his actions make no sense. The Research Society was lax, minimal filters or restrictions. Franca and Lumion were aware that the Research Society operated in a way that there were no Devil Pathway Beyonders, but no one knew the truth. Membership didn't entail a declaration of pathways or proof. Sequences were discerned through interactions. Hisoka remained an enigma, his pathways and sequence elusive even to other members. Hisoka has always been a loner, rarely participating in others' pranks. Is he afraid of being discovered as a devil? Lumion thought. He was most inclined to collaborate with Mad Lady, an unabashed lunatic who couldn't care less. She might even relish the prospect of testing if a devil's blood runs cold. I sense a subtle mockery, insinuating my penchant for experiments, yet, despite being cold-blooded, the remnant blood of a serial killer retained a hint of warmth. Could cold-blooded mainly denote emotional detachment rather than literal coldness? Franca thought. If Hisoka truly is a devil, he'll sense your malice the moment you uncover a clue. He can decide whether to strike or flee, shifting to another country to hide. Finding a devil is a fucking hassle. If we can't beat him, he strikes first. When we can, he's nowhere to be found. We could use a demon hunter in times like these, Lumion joked. From Devilology, Lumion knew that Sequence 4 of the Warrior Pathway was Demon Hunter, an expert in hunting devils. They were natural adversaries to devils, desire apostles, and even demons. Bin Realm was a platform where this chapter was recently... What the fuck? No, never mind. Against the same sequence? Oh yeah, that's why, like, I think he's gonna have to do what Gehrman did, right? Somehow, one way or another, he's gonna have to uncover how Hisoka looks, buy Will some ice cream, get him to bless him with some good luck, run into him in a bar and go, we're fighting now. Fuck your danger premonition. I didn't know you were gonna be here. There's no malice, but now we fight, and just kill him there, like Gehrman did with that one devil. You guys know what I'm talking about. And that's the only way. Or, this is not probably gonna work, but I think the old head, not the current head, because the current head of the 6-member council is Derek himself, I think. But the old head before him was Wade Chermont, right? Wade Chermont, I think, if I'm remembering right, was a devil hunter also, like the one before him, like Colin Iliad. Couldn't he just ask them? Kami, oh my god, you and me? Yeah, look at that, we're in the same place. One of the demon hunters' crucial skills was concealing their actions and intentions, making it impossible for targets to sense danger. Now I see why Madam Magician sent you to the Spirit World coordinates, instructing you to visit the new city of Silver and find Mr. Sun. It is dominated by the warrior pathway and boasts many demon hunters. Though enlisting a demon hunter might strain our resources. That was a genuine demigod. While dealing with Hisoka was Lumien's personal grudge, Major Arcana holders would also take notice, given Hisoka's alignment with the Celestial Worthy. No need for a demon hunter to intervene directly. I wonder if they can craft items, potions, or items concealing malice. If so, we can spend a hefty sum through the Tarot Club's connections to acquire them. Start inquiring soon, Frank advised. If Hisoka is a Desire Apostle, be careful. You carry too many random items, and too many mystical items have adverse effects on emotions and desires. He could detonate them, injuring you instantly. Dude, I know. I feel like if you went to Wade Chermont right now and he's still like physically good and you said like, hey, I need your help to kill a Desire Apostle, he'd go, Desire Apostle? Point. Tell me this motherfucker's last location. He'll be dead within 48 hours. Do you need his name? Location. Now. Damn. As she spoke, Franka's lips trembled. Lumi nodded, refraining from boasting of his ascetic abilities. Having recently endured an explosion of emotions and desires, he understood it was beyond the endurance of an ascetic. Franka then said, the one chasing the serial killer was from the numinous episcopate, not a regular patrol member. The currents in Matani run deep. Bog, yo! How's it going, buddy? Yeah, we only got like one more chapter to go, I think. We're on 8, right? Yeah. The Numinous Episcopate, a clandestine organization of the southern continent, rumored to trace its origins back to the formal descendants of the Balaam family and the Beyonders unwilling to forsake death. Their goal was to restore death to his throne. Lumin strolled to the window, gazing at the streets. This is the chaotic southern continent. What piques my interest is why the Rose School of Thought is collecting information about the daily lives of Port Pylos residents. It's not in their usual style. Lumin had limited knowledge of the Rose School of Thought. All he knew was that their recent sprees of sacrifice, leaving bloodshed wherever they occupied, running a city didn't align with their usual behavior. Nothing is certain, Franka said, regardless of the Rose School of Thought's motives. Considering the sacrifices they have conducted in recent years, they should have gained substantial boons from the Mother Tree of Desire. Now, with Devil Family's members in the mix, encountering a significant Rose School of Thought member might mean dealing with dual bearers of potions or boons. Perhaps a zombie recipient, wraith tree spirit, or sex addict apostle, similar to a hunter monk like you. Franka was always more adept at nicknames and unconventional thoughts than Lumion. Her primary intention was to caution Lumion that the Rose School of Thought members may exploit abilities like those of the sex addict to provoke his desires. Later, in the Desire Apostle form, they could detonate those desires. providing an end-to-end service. It'd be a formidable challenge, even for LEMMiNO. LEMMiNO chuckled. Why do I feel like a powder keg ready to explode? Nevertheless, I don't intend to meddle with the Rose School of Thought. I'll write to Madam Magician and report the traces of the Rose School of Thought here. Someone will investigate and handle it. Aren't Mr. Star and Mr. Moon overseeing the Rose School of Thought anyway? My sole focus is Hisoka. At least we can be sure that he's of the devil pathway. He likely has no connection to the Andriel family, or the Rose School of Thought wouldn't have dispatched Bram and a company for reconnaissance. Bram wouldn't have been oblivious if a family member had just been active there. Just be careful, Franco responded. Having escorted Franca back to Trier, LEMMiNO stowed away Bram's serial killer characteristic. It took the form of a sharp-edged, prismatic ice cube enveloping faint wisps of thin gas. Upon reaching Hotel Arella, LEMMiNO approached the trio of the mechanical elevators, pulling the handle and standing patiently. With a creak, the double door opened, LEMMiNO's silhouette elongated by the crystal chandelier behind him. Beside him stood a slender, human shadow. LEMMiNO stood before the open mechanical elevator door, casting a glance at the shadow beside him. With raised eyebrows, he calmly turned his head, noting the sudden presence diagonally behind him. The figure appeared as a tall, thin man draped in a complex, layered black robe. His face bore a pale white complexion, as though untouched by sunlight for an extended period of time. Atop his black hair sat a fluffy black hat, its edge adorned with a gentle swaying white feather. LEMMiNO retracted his gaze and entered the mechanical elevator. The tall, thin man with dark brown eyes followed suit. Gripping the brass handle with his hand, LEMMiNO selected the desired floor. After LEMMiNO selected, the man mimicked his motions, opting for B18. As they awaited the descent, the sound of the steam hissing reached their ears. Throughout the journey, both remained eerily silent, the atmosphere thick. Upon arriving at B3, LEMMiNO departed without a backward glance, heading to his room. As the chains continued, LEMMiNO muttered, "Muswa Evalhista? Evalhista residing in B18 harbored life as servants." The peculiar appearance of Evalhista and the condition of his servants led LEMMiNO to suspect his association with a wraith. The prisoner pathway, controlled by the Rose School of Thought, held sway over temperance and indulgence factions, both intertwined within the organization. It seemed unlikely for a wraith not to be affiliated with the Rose School of Thought. Could it be that a rogue wraith, or perhaps the vanguard of the Rose School of Thought, targeting Port Pylos? LEMMiNO couldn't discount the possibility of the temperance faction member. Yet, in the past few moments, he discerned no evidence of Evalhista's protected indulgence. LEMMiNO resolved to detail his observations. Whether something good or bad would be determined by the professionals. Returning to his room, LEMMiNO noticed Ludwig sitting at the dining table indulging in a feast. Atop the dish, a layer of cheese infused with egg juice charred in spots. Through the substantial hole Ludwig carved, LEMMiNO glimpsed a medley of pork, beef, fish, shrimp, shells, potatoes, tomatoes stewed together. The rich aroma of spices mingled with the meat's essence permeated the living and dining rooms. "That's a lot of food, goddamn. Would you like some?" Ludwig asked. "This is the local SEO. Different chefs choose different ingredients and the taste will vary." Ludwig, without uttering a word, simply turned his head at Lugano before resuming his meal. Taking a seat beside Ludwig, LEMMiNO smiled. "I was going to bring you a better supper, but I thought better of it." What's supper? LEMMiNO asked. You don't want to know, LEMMiNO responded. The supper alluded to the serial killer's corpse. Jesus fuck. Oh, Hirsch, how's it going, man? Originally intending to bring a few pieces of Ludwig to sample and discern any nutrients, LEMMiNO reconsidered, unaware of Bram's limited knowledge and the family's peculiarities. From LEMMiNO's observations, Ludwig could derive some strength from eating, releasing the seal. However, consuming a Sequence 7's corpse may trigger significant change. LEMMiNO feared his own strength may not be suffice to manage the potential complications. If you didn't bring it, why mention it? Ludwig said. Having a little tantrum, are we? LEMMiNO chuckled. It is to inform you that we have reached an adventurer's paradise, a land of chaos. You'll have plenty of opportunities for fine dining. The implication was clear. Do well and I will reward you. I'm not going to school, Ludwig said. Yeah, oh, by the way, kinda sorry in advance. Y'all are gonna hate me for this, but no stream next weekend, okay? This weekend's chill, tomorrow is chill, Saturday, Sunday are chill. Next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no streams. Does this mean that as long as he doesn't go to school, everything else is negotiable? As long as I can pay him with delicacies, I suppose? LEMMiNO made his way to the master bedroom. The brass faucet delivered warm water at a comfortable temperature. LEMMiNO soaked a towel, relishing the refreshing steam that enveloped his face. The hotel's utilization of a steam engine to power its mechanical elevators and machinery ensured hot, continuous water. Okay, thanks, Kami. The following morning, early June, I see. The following morning, LEMMiNO, sporting a golden straw hat, appeared on Kania Street beside Port Pylos' Resurrection Square. Once the ruling center for Inta's colonists in Matani, the area bore remnants of its history with road signs and shop names in the Intesian language. Signs adorned in Dutnese, Intesian, Highlander, Loanese, and Fasak languages marked the building. Port Pylos Patrol Team. Below the sign, 5 lines have the same meaning. Only deals with paranormal events, taking into account the need of adventurers from different countries to report a case. LEMMiNO entered the establishment. Within the hall, devoid of occupants, LEMMiNO found a receptionist casually perusing the day's tabloid. I want to report a case, LEMMiNO said. The native glanced up. He opened a partition behind him, uttering a few incomprehensible words in Dutnese. LEMMiNO could barely understand him. Someone who understands Intesian or Highlander. This won't do. Since you don't understand foreign languages, don't waste time reading the newspapers, study diligently. Within a minute or two, a young man with fluffy brown hair, appearing as if he had just fallen asleep, arrived. Dressed in a white shirt and an unbuttoned yellow vest, he strolled towards LEMMiNO, one hand casually tucked in his pocket. What case are you filing? I found a killer, LEMMiNO responded. Amused, the well-defined young man gestured to the door. For killers, go to the police station opposite. LEMMiNO, maintaining his composure, said he is a serial killer. Serial killer? How do you know? I found many severed lips in his house. Human lips. Cut off lips. Where's his home? I can't spell the street name, but I can take you there. It's on the street near the man-eating flower bar. What about the killer? Did he see him? He's dead. How did he die? I killed him. Are you an adventurer here to collect a bounty? Sort of, but you can also claim it. What do you mean? The man furrowed his brows. The bounty can be yours, LEMMiNO stated, making his attention to bribe clear. And what would you like? The man said. I want the dossier on a serial murder case from 4 years ago and the relevant items you've gathered. This might be something amongst them that Ludwig could consume. He said, I'm going to give him a 4-year-old corpse to try to get just Hisoka's face. That's so peak. I could show you the case dossier and the items, but you can't take them. You can only copy them. Also, I need to confirm if it's a serial killer at the scene. Alright. LEMMiNO extended his right hand. Happy working with you. Nice working with you too. You can call me Camus. Camus? Camus? I'm actually so curious about this name because there's a author but who has the same Albert Camus? Camus? I don't actually know how to pronounce this. Kami, how are we supposed to pronounce this? I know how the Americans pronounce it. I don't know. How is it actually supposed to be pronounced? What about you? Lumen smiled. Louis Berry. As the man entered the door deep in the halls, preparing to gather his teammates, he pondered. Louis Berry. Camus? Okay. Camus. Camus or Camus? Camus. It has to be Camus. Why does that name sound so familiar, the man thought. As if we... Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We'll call it there, guys. You can read a bit more if you got time, next few chapters or whatever. Nah, no, we'll call it there, Kami. We'll call it there. I gotta I'm gonna go get some food and then head over to see my friend. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. We'll finish like 6:45 probably or something. I'll ping you in registration. Please do. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna try to set that up right now, Kami, so that I have it set up so that if it happens while I'm at my friends, I can at least register and then fuck it, see what happens from there. Alright, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go. Y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.